Hello, this is Helgari, and this is the start of our playthrough of the Relics of Hyrule GAT Admiral Thrawn. Let's try that again. Grand Admiral Thrawn Edition. This is one of the largest mod lists for Wabbajack, and I decided to give it a try. It's according to the description, this isn't exactly meant to be lore-friendly or immersive necessarily, although we'll probably have a high amount of that. It's more about having a completely new experience compared to anything else we've ever done before in Skyrim. So let's get started then. This is our character, Arya. We're going to be playing a bit of a necromancer. I'm going to call this a dark paladin build, which is, if you're familiar with D&D, a bit like an Oathbreaker. We're going to do some necromancy, going to do some heavy armor, one-handed, things like that. So to get started with, we're going to look at what we have here. We have a Staff of Flames, Steel War Axe, and the like. We're going to focus mostly on frost magic and the like. Now, there is a new player race in this this mod list called the Chiss, I believe it is. So this is not a bug that she's blue. That's actually supposed to be that way. I assume we'll learn more about them coming up. Let's get kitted out here for an adventure.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing. Well, I don't know what you overheard, but take a look.
So first I was going to see what we have as far as, I guess we have most of what we need as far as adventuring here. We got some potions already. Any cool spells? We already have oak flesh and some of this. So, you know, I think we're actually just going to start off. We're going to go clear some mines. And it's the start of the day, so we should be pretty much ready to go. This mod list does look impressive. Certainly one of the better setups I've played. So we're going to go up and hit the standing stones here. I think there's a bandit camp. We'll go and clear out the mine and then see what we find. Now, along the way here, we will be saving. I am a rather compulsive save scummer. So, so we got the wolves. Ooh, hung up on a rock there. Now, one of the cool things about this list, in fact, I think we do have some perk points, so let's take a look at that real quick. This uses the Spurg perk point system, and no, I do not, but we may in a little bit here. And so these perk points tend to be very powerful, but also fairly limited, in the sense that each individual perk point has a lot of power to it. So you're not going to want to do a playthrough with any sort of thing that boosts your perk points. In my opinion, some other mod lists like Ordinator, some perk systems like Ordinator, which is my favorite, you kind of want to play that with more perk points because they tend to be slightly weaker. The perk points themselves do, and so diverse, and it's nice just to be able to have a lot of them. Some nice music going here too. Fairly beautiful. We are going to be doing some necromancy, and that's kind of skill level dependent, so I think we'll start with that. And we'll head up here to this mine. So we see here, these are Chiss traders, which are, I think they've actually invaded this mine from when I was doing play testing of this before. Ooh. Ooh, I am almost dead. Wow. One arrow here or something, and I'm gonna bite it. See here. I think I do have healing. Right there. See if we can split them up. A little bit. Oof. Ooh. We don't seem to be doing much damage there. That's unfortunate. Now we do have frostbite, which might help here. We're slowing them down a bit. Wow. No sign of it. So let's try the other bandit camp. That it may be so. Those are Chiss traders, and I have been in that area before. And when I did, I noticed that the normal bandit members of that camp that were in there were dead. I think normally that's the level 1 encampment. So I think we'll maybe try instead to come over here, see if this is any different. So are these more level 1 characters? They are. Okay, good. So we should have less difficulty. I'm not going to say no difficulty.
I cannot best you.
Okay. So now let's heal up a bit. Oh, you know what? We have oak flesh too, and I wasn't even using that. Makeshift fur armor. None of these are extremely are worth a lot or anything. We do have a treasure map. That'll come in handy. And various other things here. I think those actually do anything. But now what we can do is we should be able to resurrect one of these guys, which will be helpful in taking on the other camp. So we will do that here with I don't have magic yet. Whoa. That scared me. I thought there was another guy we killed over this way while our magicka regens. Nope, very not. So Come with me. We'll see what we can do here. Let's also put on oak flesh. Give us a bit more armor. So the point of this sort of build is to just, with enchanting, smithing, heavy armor, and alteration, to just get your armor to a truly outrageous level. Do have a level up here, which will be helpful.
What you gonna do, huh? What you gonna do?
Oh! Okay, so I think I need to start blocking those. Because we are definitely taking full damage of those. Ah, great. And we are back here again, which is fantastic.
You can't hide from me.
Alright. Let's try this again then. As I mentioned, this is a blind playthrough, so I have literally no idea, you know, what I'm doing here. But that's part of the fun. Trying something new, right? Sometimes you just get to the point where you're like, well, I'm just kind of doing the same thing over and over. Not good. Now we hit the level up before the fight. So let's take a look at that. So, we have 100 health. We'll do health for now. Okay, so alteration gives us, let's look at heavy armor. What's the first level of heavy armor? Yeah, I guess we could try that. Oh, do we have that one already? You know, it's interesting. I think with Spurg, you sometimes get the first level of perks in some of these. I was taking a drink of water there. I think you get the first level sometimes. So, Fist of Steel, that's melee damage. Block. Power bashing, let's see, one-handed. Or actually, I think that, isn't it point driven or something? I'm not sure how that works. Okay, so bone breaker. Oh, let's see here. This one, maces, hack and slash, war axes deal 50% more critical damage. Let's see. Not sure what we want to do there yet. Oh, we do have a shield, though. That'll be helpful here. Okay. So now we can probably block those more powerful attacks. On that note, where is the archer that was here? Let's raise this guy. And then let's do oak flesh in a second here. So that quest that just popped up is part of Imperius, I believe, which is a mod for the races of Skyrim that will influence things like give you quests for each race. So I think for that one we need to complete quests and then we get a bonus at the end of that. And let us get our shield, and in our other hand we will get frostbite, and we will I think she's slowed down a bit by our... we've drained stamina from her here with the... Ah! That's pretty fast-paced combat. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but we'll see here. I believe we could bash there. I just didn't do it right. So let's try it. Again, now the frost really didn't seem to do much, so we're gonna not do that this time.
Time to end this little game. Killing you would make for an excellent game. Die, dog. Scratch. Damn you. Did you take me?
Ooh, that really cut through the armor.
Die, you rebel.
Do we still have a potion here? We do. And our zombie is still going to town up there. And we take arrow to the head. Alright, let's try that again. You know what? We haven't spent that perk point, and I thought there was actually some really good, let's see, conjuration. Well, even destruction here. What do we got here? So this one, dual casting. That could be helpful. Flame. Frost. Now what's the conjuration one here? Doubles the range of all summon spells and the duration of all conjuration spells. You gain 50 health, and friendly summoned creatures gain 20% when near you. That could actually be helpful in this case. That is actually pretty in line with what we were trying to do. So now, if we look at our stats, we should be at 160 health, which is not bad. Maybe that'll mean we can actually take a hit this time. But not if we don't have our shield, that's for sure. And I know everyone that works with me on Wabbajack is going to mock me relentlessly for this playthrough, but hey, that's part of the fun. Is learning. I had that up. That's pretty intense. All right, let's take a look at the difficulty here. So one of the things I'm not sure about is one of the mod settings here. Let's see. So we are currently at Adapt, and if we look at mod configuration, difficulty is based on Wildcat here, and we have set. Okay, so this might be part of it. So we are at Adept though, which is 1.5 for both. Guess we'll just try to play this a little bit.
And what if the ground is blood?
That is an impressive amount of health and stuff you got there. I mean, like, is there something up with that, I wonder? Guess we'd take the armor. It is worth something. And the bow. Well, you know what, too? Because we do have Her, Alright, let's see how this goes.
Thought I heard something. Hi, Revan. I've suffered worse during training.
I've suffered worse in training, he said, and then he died. Okay. It's a pretty rough training. Deer Skull Headdress. Conjuration spells cost 6% less to cast, and Conjuration enchant varying less per strike. That could be helpful. Now, let's see what we look here. Wow, we actually do have this thing on our head. Okay. I think we can wear that with the hood, which might be a little better looking. Well, there's actual fighting going on here, so I guess the Chiss actually invading this mine? Now that's pretty cool. Let's level up here. A little more health. Looks like it'll be helpful in this case. That's a bound weapons thing. Let's do heavy armor. Need 25 for well fitted. Blocking. What does this get? It says stamina regenerates at full rate even in combat. That could be interesting. One-handed. Guess it would be good to work on this. Are we, we don't have a perk point. Ah, so it must have reduced perk points or something. Let's see here.
That's it! We're pushing them back!
Okay, now we're going to raise that guy because he's got a little... He's a little more recently killed. Okay. Oh, and he's got a Okay, we do need to raise the guy. All right, tell you what, we're gonna head back to town. I think it's pretty clear we're a little under-leveled for that area, so we're gonna try. We'll try coming back. We do have this treasure chest to go to along the way here. And we have hit level 3, so let's get another thing of health. And construction does seem pretty weak, but I don't think we have enough for Frost Aura. So what is Frost Aura here? This says increases armor rating and frost resistance by 20. Nearby enemies suffer 75% weakness to frost. So that's one thing I do like about Spurg, is that it's not like you, you know, like here, it's not like Flame Affinity says, you know, hey, you get these bonuses for fire, and it's not like you get those same bonuses for frost on the frost thing, or the same thing on for electricity. It's very much a unique. Each path of the tree is unique in that regard, which I do like. Now, if we look at this map, this treasure map we got here, we'll see that in this old hollow log across the river from Riverwood, we'll find the treasure. I'm familiar with this. It happens to be right up here. In fact, it's that log right there. So we'll jump across to there, see what is in that treasure chest, and continue on our way. At some point, I do want to make my way to Falkreath. So maybe we'll do that and see where we get from there. Some gold and some baubles and the like. Well, that's pretty. How's our inventory looking? Oh, we got space here. So I guess let's head over here to this tower behind us here, up the path. There are a lot of house mods in this mod list, and they've been modified, which is great, so that you can't just, you know, instantly become overpowered because you got a house that was empty. It's one of the problems with player-owned houses is that, you know, you want them to feel realistic, so you may add a little thing here or there, but once you've done that, it's like, you know, now that the player's overpowered. And so this mod list makes some modifications to those, puts the keys in different places, which is cool. We are going to try to go over here too and resurrect this here wolf. Forgot to do that. Get the bonus from that. Alright, we'll head up this way. Sorry, I had an interruption there for a sec. Alright. Hopefully this isn't also overtaken by the chest. Holy cow, that's different. Okay. Well then. That was not what I expected at all. So let's see here. Can we talk to these people, or are they... Alright, we're going to save this, because who knows what's about to happen here. Alexa, stop. Hey.
Hmm? Yeah.
So these are resistance. I guess there's the Chiss invasion, and these guys are fighting against it, huh?
What do you want? Until
And I
next
can hire some of these guys to come with me.
With my prey.
Well then.
need something? Yes.
You know how I can contact the Chiss resistance? Talking to one right now, friend. What do you want to know? Can I join the resistance? You wish to join us? I'll take your name and send word to the recruiters back on the island. They'll send someone to you soon. Who should I talk to when I'm there? Okay. Alrighty then.
Till next time.
I don't converse with my prey.
Well, will you come with me then? How much? Well, how much do I have? I have 300 gold. Let's offer him 150. Okay. How much? About 250. So, you know, that would probably be enough to take out the,
I don't owe you money, do I?
might be able to get a tiny bit farther in this camp, especially with the zombies. So let's head this way and see what we can accomplish then. Yes, I know I'm obsessed with clearing this mine. It's what I do every time I play Skyrim, so if I can't clear out this mine, I'm gonna be a little... You got it, Rabbit. You'll make it. Keep trying. One of these days you'll make it. Alright, let's go through here. Werewolves, alright. Feeling I'm gonna get jumped by wolves here really soon. Maybe not, though. Oh, you know what? I can still raise this guy, right? And we still have frostbite. Alright. So now we're coming back with 3 people. This might be enough. Did our zombie not follow us? All right.
First kill is always the best. That is the taste of the sweet sense.
So these guys are all about killing, and my character's all about necromancy. This could get interesting. Hey, sup guys?
Damn rebels.
Nice. Okay, so that is working. dagger. Alright, let's continue on. And we did level up back there, which is cool.
God, so hungry all the time now. Need to hunt again soon.
Kind of liking this, Chiss? Is that what they're called?
What's that?
Normally I steal whatever I can, but these guys are... I mean, we got so many people to go through here that I don't know I'm going to take all the armor. Take all that. Alright, anything else of worth? Once that guy deteriorates, we will...
I won't hide down here forever. Gather a few of the brethren. We'll strike out on our own.
Okay, now I want to go read up on the lore behind these guys, which I will have to do for our next episode.
We may feed again today.
Whew. Wow, there are so many. Okay, if we level up and we do health again, we should increase health, which is good. Not that I'm not a whole lot sure this will matter, because I think we're completely dead at this point. Yeah, because there's a lot of people in there. Okay, so I think we'll go over here, clear this part out, and then continue on.
Someone there? Here you are. You can't defeat me. I'll water the ground with your blood. Why fight me? Your blood is already mine.
Oh, it's so nice of him to unlock that for us earlier. Alright, so let's head up this way. And I guess we could head towards Falkreath. We're unlikely to encounter a lot of the higher level characters on the road. At least I would hope not. I do need to get to Falkreath for something that will become apparent later on. Okay. So, I had looked at alteration here. What is our bonus? Because apparently we get a stronger version of our main bonus once we, let's see here. In combat, you regenerate a random attribute 100% faster until combat ends. Now that's cool. So if we did this, I assume this would work. Make that 200% faster, which is pretty cool. So let's look at a map. We want to get to Falkreath, which is here. So pretty much the way we are facing. Cool. Suppose we could put on our map that we're going to Falkreath. And we can know that we're walking the right way, which we were not, so. There might be a carriage in Falkreath that we can catch to Whiterun, because I do want to talk to the mage there. Although there's a mage in Falkreath as well, I believe. And a conjuration trainer. We can look at availing ourselves of that. We got some trouble ahead. Magicka regen just kicked in. Now you do some amount of damage from bashing. I've always wanted to try like a character that just bashes. Holy crap.
You speak to a vigilant of Stendarr. Cavort with any Daedra, and we will hunt you down.
That's what the Vigilant of Stendarr look like? Man.
The Vigil will be watching you.
Okay, I'm impressed. It was as advertised. I feel completely unimmersed, and that like this is something I have never experienced before. This is awesome. I have no clue how high level this guy is. Oh, not bad.
Now for the feast.
You gonna feast on bones there, dude? Is that what you're gonna do? Take the sword, because I think these guys sometimes resurrect. This is the Nordic burial ground, is it like? Okay, that's cool. No chests or anything, or... So I noticed the music's overlapping here. I'm going to have to talk to the author of this, figure out why the music seems to... Like, it'll play combat music, and then sometimes you'll hear the normal music underneath it. And I don't know why. Hey guys, what's going on? You just, like... that looks nice. Having a drink here out in the middle of nowhere? What's up?
Hail, friend. It's good to see another merry soul enjoying this fine day. Ah, but you look tired. Come, share a bottle of honey brew mead with me.
Thank you for the offer.
Well, that's your loss. Cheers, my friend. May
Don't
your
know that I should
adventures
just randomly
bring you
drink
fame and fortune.
food with people on the street. Seems like a good way to end up mugged somewhere. Alright. Falkreath is this way, which I think this path takes us that way. Yeah, eventually, huh? What would be very helpful here, especially because my summons directly boost my health and the like, would be to talk to the mage here and get a skeleton, you know, like a raised skeleton type thing, so that even when I don't have anything else, we can go from, you know, we can, there's no one dead around to raise, we can raise a skeleton. That should help.
God Arcade was once like us. Home to
Hey,
Kust is responsible for the cemetery here in Falkreath.
you teach you about
I'll teach
conjuration?
you some of what I know, but be careful.
146. Don't quite have enough for 2 trainings. Well, we'll sell some stuff maybe and then come back. But I've been told there's something in here that could be of use to us. That you making that noise, dude? Goodness. I think this is what we want here. I don't know that my sneak... I don't think my sneak key is configured properly, so let's do that real quick. Sneak is left control. Let's do left alt.
Maybe the clans have it right. Hunting's so chancy. Why not keep a few thralls? Blood.
That's what I want, is that book right there. There. Doors of Oblivion. Conjuration +1. And this is what we were looking for. Follow the Prince Hermaeus Moria? Absolutely. So now when we kill NPCs, they will have pages that when we read will increase our level of favor with Hermaeus. And we can go from there. Now, it said we acquired a perk point. I wonder if this was a different perk system somehow. Alright, now, is there a carriage?
As if Skyrim didn't have enough outsiders.
There is.
A mercenary
So we can...
from Hammerfell strutting about.
My carriage is the... Where do you want to go?
We would like to go to Whiterun. Oh, really? Is everything free except
Going
for...
straight through, or did you want to
Winterhold?
stop somewhere along the way?
We'd like to go straight through.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Alrighty then, we will.
It's almost getting
That
down
hat
my
looks
heart now.
absolutely ridiculous. But I like it. Very nice. We're gonna have to lie about dragons here. Roleplay like we actually know what dragon. Wow. Fancy gate.
Need something? Till next time.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
They say the college has been snooping around so far.
Lady, could you spare a coin?
They say Helgen got bit by a dragon. One of those ones comes here. You'll be
And one thing you keep hearing is that kind of teleportation sound behind us.
So angry, can hardly stand.
Might be good to find a way to tone that down. I think it's with the follower framework. So let's see here. Follower framework. Is there a silent? Let's see here. Gameplay. A teleportation thing. I'll have to find that later. I can see how that would get annoying over time. Farengar, where are you?
All you ever do is
Oh, is it
complain
dinner
about
time?
what you want. You're a spoiled baby.
Excellent.
I'm going to tell Father
Done
you
us a
said
great
that.
service.
So, Tanny,
Here
you're
is your
my
reward.
Okay, wow. Alrighty then.
Come to drag.
There you are.
It seems this damnable
What have you got
I
for
had
sale?
you figures for me.
Alright, so let's
I think
sell
you'll
some of our
appreciate
more
this.
valuable stuff here. We don't really use the Staff of Flames. It's not too useful for us because we're going to specialize more in Frost.
Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment.
No.
There's a tranquility.
There you go.
So, you wish to master the arcane arts?
What do you have for books here? Especially Conjuration of, like, Summon... Well, we do want Octo's Recital. How much gold do we have? 512. Okay, so we definitely want that. And then, well, Stoneflesh is a little too expensive here. Reanimate Corpse is the more expensive, or the more powerful version. We don't really have enough for that, do we? I assume we don't have any money. Nope, okay. So we will just
No, if you've got
use that. Well, this will. So what this does is
aptitude.
we do this, and now we're going to cast this and store the spell in our left hand, which in this case is Oak Flesh. And now, whenever we enter combat, we are going to automatically summon that, or automatically cast that spell, right?
They say there's nothing a Nord woman can do if she puts her mind to it.
Oh, hey there.
Do we have a whole lot of worth to sell? We have some armor and the like, don't we? So we could probably go down to the armor on the way out of town.
That's right. But I've got it.
Look, you already have been told you're not allowed here. Turn around and go back the way you came.
Can we improve our armor a bit?
I don't care what you're doing. After what happened, you're lucky I don't toss you in jail. Look.
We will be back. This is not over.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
This is a rather improved interior. It's kind of nice.
We've got small weapon. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
We'll keep the wolf pelts for now. We may need those later.
Good doing business with
So this thing here, the merchant stores the dagger away for the Imperials. So there's some really cool economy mods that came out recently. It actually came out of Reddit. It's really cool. Someone asked on Reddit, hey, is there a thing that would allow merchants to sell a certain...
You there.
Yeah, I don't really know what to talk to
We're looking
you.
for someone in Whiterun. We will pick a woman. She's like... We are not welcome here in Whiterun. So we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything. We're looking for a fugitive who comes from Hammerfell. A Redguard woman.
Okay, so someone on Reddit asked, is there a sort of mod that will allow items I sell or make to be given to bandits that I may face later in the game? It's kind of a cool idea. And a mod author picked it up and ran with it. And so not only do we have bandits, but we have mages. If you look when we sold stuff to Farengar there, he was sending some of those things off to rogue mages. There's also, bandits, warlocks and stuff too, I guess. So there's several different cases where merchants will sell items. And so we may actually encounter later on someone using those items we just sold. Because that person has a connection with that group. I'm going to have to rebind that again because I keep hitting that control wrong. So, sneak, I want to be on. Sneak needs to be left control. There we go. So, the dodge mod here is a little wonky with the way this works. It keeps wanting to dodge instead of standing up. Let's see here. Mod configuration. Let's look at our dodge. I think it's ultimate dodge mod. So we want sneak key, dodge key, system controls sneak. So there's a bandit camp over here. We'll look at causing a ruckus at. See if we can't get a little more gold, a little more other stuff along the way. And there's the bandits. Now, there's the armor. Whoa, and these are 22? Why are these the Thalmor? they're just gonna... Yeah, that's no good. I didn't think they would be that high. So I guess we'll run back. It's kind of unfortunate. Alright, well, let's run to Riverwood. Riverwood Folly. What's Riverwood Folly? Let's look at that.
What do you want?
So has Bleak Falls also been taken over by higher level entities? Okay, so it sounds like this is going to be a higher level encounter as well. No, we can hire a second follower. So let's maybe do that.
What do you want?
Head over to that mine again and try once more to clean it out, I guess.
What do you need? Farewell.
I don't converse with my prey.
What are you staring? How much?
You take 150?
How can I argue with that?
Okay, cool. Let's run back to the mine yet again. So one thing that may not be bad to add to this sort of thing is the mod that adds level encounter zones, because you know, like as you're about to enter, it says, "Hey, this is level 20, this is level 30." There's a mod for that. Let's see here. He's saying I have a perk point. Oh, is it that I acquired a new perk by leveling something up? That might be. So there are some, if we go here to heavy armor, there are some perks you get automatically. Like, yeah, like we now have well fitted, because we hit level 25. So some of these perks automatically unlock. Like, okay, it's these, the one that say Apprentice Adept. These automatically unlocked as we level our skills up, which is a nice effect. So if we go to like Alteration, we will get this one automatically when we hit level 25. It's been a long time since I looked at Spurg. Okay, so if there's a dead guy here, I do want to res him so that we can... I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of there. Okay, come on, guys. Let's get out of the corner there. Thank you. Alright. Let's get our powers here. There's one that's command followers. Oh, and there's also some other ones I forgot to use there. Summon. All. One guy just disappear. Okay, so there is a choose my path here. We should do. Oh, okay. Okay.
Here's something over here.
I wanted you guys to stay back here. There we go. Now we want to raise a zombie as soon as possible here. Well, that worked. Now can we raise this guy? Thank you. We'll definitely use that in a sec. So do these have more armor than... So the 38, it is slightly more armor. Nice, okay. So not overpowered, but more powered, which is good. Deku shield. I don't... That's cool. We'll see where how that comes into play later. That's definitely from the Hyrule artifacts. And I guess we'll look and see if there's anything else of worth down here real quick before continuing on. And we did level up, so let's look at that again. I want to get health up to 200, and then we'll look at branching out there a little bit. Okay, so I have leveled up to choose a path, enough to choose a path. Now, this is that thing here that we tried before, choose my path. So this is a class system from a mod called Cori, C-O-R-I. And we can select one of these classes. So a mage, thief, or a warrior. And I'm going to leave that till later when I figure out what path I want to choose. But each one of those have different perks. So we will definitely choose one of those. Knightly mace. Kind of cool.
Maybe the cannons have it right.
So once again, sorry if my way of fighting here, or playing this game offends you with the save scumming and the that sort of stuff. But for me, it's kind of a fun thing to explore. Human heart. Wow. These are worth a lot.
Why not?
Probably see what here is worth
a few
yeah, once again. Vampire dust. Let's see what we have that weighs the most. This tome. Oh, no, the tome doesn't weigh the most. Here we go. We can drop this armor. That will definitely help. And then we don't need that shield anymore. That definitely helps. Did we have a perk point here? Or no, not this level up. Okay. So it looks like perk points are pretty rare. We'll probably want to be careful in the future about how often we... what we spend those on, because... they're liable to not... we're liable not to get them very often. Alright, well that's day one. We started off with a nobody. Died more times than I want to admit. Ended up with this ridiculous headdress. Watched a guy just vaporize into dust before our eyes. Coffee beans. Always gotta get those coffee beans, man. That's great. Oh, so we could, like, knightly mace, steel gauntlets, steel mace, steel boots, longbow, a wooden plate for some reason. Can we improve any of our armor based upon that? We can. Ah, okay. So if we improve our main armor +1... Oh, we only have that one ingot, though. We'll do that for now. Cool. Alright, as I said, that's a good stopping point for now, I think. We've been going for a little over an hour. We'll fire this up again soon. Interested to see where it goes. A little frustrating, but that's part of the adventure of trying out new mods and new things. You know, it's a different person's vision for how this should be. I maybe would balance things differently, but then I would actually know what to expect at every turn. And to me, that somewhat ruins immersion. You know, if you always know what's around every corner, then what's the point of going around the corner? So I kind of like this idea of you know, something new. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what things do. Basic understanding of some of it. But this has been fun. So thank you for watching. Once again, this is Halgari, and this has been the Relics of Hyrule Grand Admiral Thrawn Invasion Edition. Crazy mod list of well over 900 mods that add a bunch of stuff from, well, you can guess where they come from. And I hope to see you again soon on this channel. Thank you for watching.